It's Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honor star apostles at Great Millstone who rule where to touch this truth. Peace and love and blessed salutations to your occupant spread by Yahshua, double dot house of David. To the few sisters out there, the few Akwathium. Shalom to you also that watch. So a brother had put this video up. I thought I would do a lesson on it. So as you see, the brother put they found a microchip in their meat. All right, and where I'm going with this is so if this is an actual, this actual meat or beef, whatever the case may be. All right, actually, let me see. You know what? Let me ask chat something real quick. How did cattle owners identify their cattle? Oh, see? So, the reason I say this, like I said, we told you a branding. Okay? And how do the elites look at us as cattle, as goyim? Okay? Now, I'm going to read this again. Revelations 13 and 16. And the reason I ain't read 15 is because I'm just trying to get to the point. I'm not trying to make this too long. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which in the Greek shai stigma. Okay, when you translate it, okay, we know that 666 meaning to this mark or this C-hip. Okay, this chip that's going to go on your right hand or your forehead. All right, is going to be used to exit out, the Heavenly Father and His Son. Okay, that's what it means. They're trying to X out the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah, Yahawashi, and claim basically world dominance. Okay, claim world dominance, fight against the Heavenly Father, and undermine Him. So let me go back to that slide here. Bear with me. Saved. I got a lot of stuff saved. So let me go back to chat real quick. Hold on. Because it made a good point. You'll see where I'm going with this. Actually, you know what? Let's look this word mark up. So we know charagma. If you didn't know, it comes from the Greek charagma. All right, Latin. And it says a stamp, a imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the anti-anointed. The mark branded upon horses, then carved sculpture, graven work of idolaters. Now, a horse would be considered what? Cattle, right? So if this is an actual, because they were doing it with dogs too. Don't get it wrong. They were putting microchips in dogs just in case a dog get lost, you'll find it. But this chip that's coming. It's a modern day branding, and when you brand something, that means that's your property. Okay. So let's go to chat again. So I asked, you see what I asked, chat? How did cattle owners identify their cattle? Just like how Yahawashi identifies the elect by what? Us calling upon his name, but ultimately Ezekiel 9:4, us having that thawa, that mark of exemption, that spiritual mark, okay? Which that spiritual mark is what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of 100% truth of the Lord. At first, starting off with their names, okay? That's the key. So, here are the main methods. It says owners burned a unique symbol or initials into the cow's hide with the hot iron. The brand was registered and legally recognized even if cattle wandered far. The brand said, "This one's mine." Well, now you got this. Okay? Let's go back. And this time they're not going to use a because they used to do that with they used to brand slaves. Watch, hold on. Did they use did slaves also get branded? See, yes, in some places and periods, enslaved people were branded. It'll say not a universal, but still, United States, in some part, ancient Rome. They look when and Brandon, when, where, and when Brandon happened. Look, ancient Rome. In parts of the ancient Mediterranean, some enslaved people were branded often on the forehead or arm, especially as punishment to mark fugitives. And what do you think this sea hip is going to do? It's called total control. Branding of enslaved people did happen, but it was less common than in other regions. Whatever, man. But anywho, going back up, it says ear tags, plastic or metal tags. That's why the apostles call it a digital awl. Okay, paper record, paint or dye, paper records and herd knowledge, modern methods. Oh, look, modern methods. And look, it has a syringe. RFID microchips or electronic ear tags used today for tracking health, movement, and ownership. Wow. If you're thinking about specific time period, like cowboys in the Old West or ancient farming societies, tell me and I'll zoom. Nope. What do you mean? What do you mean RFID microchips? Look, now chat don't want to. Oh, man. Call on like Yahawashi. Oh, here we go. Good question. RFID microchips sound sci-fi, but they're actually pretty simple. Radio frequency identification that uses radio waves to identify and track something with a tiny chip. A small microchip, usually inside an ear tag, not injected into the body, contains a unique ID number. Look. Let me see. Faster herds. Look, why ranchers use them: faster herd counts, disease tracking, proof of ownership, export and regulatory. So when these start getting put in people, this is the egg goyim. They're going your cattle. Okay. Could they possibly be put into humans in the near future? Look at that. Yes, RFID microchips can be put into humans, and in fact, they already have been in limited ways, so it is not science fiction. It's technology that exists now with real world uses and debates around it. Here's a clear breakdown. Look at that. They are tiny devices, often about the size of a grain of rice, that can be embedded under the skin. They store a unique ID number that can be read by a scanner. They don't have a battery. Why? Because you're powered. They powered by the scanner's radio signal. They don't track location on their own. No GPS, which yes, they're going to. But this are going to be the uses: access and identification. Some people are implanted chips to unlock doors. All right. So, through the spirit of Yahawah, bahasham, shine. Hey, man, we here. All right. But y'all look this up, man. Shalom.